I was introduced to him by the Lady Rothschild.
Yeah, it's true, because Ghislaine's thing that she told me was that he was assigned to her to protect her because her dad had died. And I'm like, who assigned you? You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? And when she was showing me pictures of her dad and crying over them, I had to sit with this bitch all the time and go through photo albums and I know her really well. And I know how she operates. And that's why I'm so afraid that she's still on the loose. And I know who's taking care of her. I know it is the Rothschilds. I know it is. And I'll tell you how I know. Because Lady Rothschild is ready to kill me. Because she's best friends with
the Rothschild?
She's going to sue.
Is this who you're talking about?
Lynn, yeah, Lynn Forrester. She's calling me a liar because she's saying that she set Dershowitz. See, I saw Dershowitz coming in and out of the house.
Yeah, she introduced Epstein.
She's saying
apparently.
it's not possible.
She claims that anyway.
She didn't. Yeah, she did not. She did not. But she wants to think so. So their story is that she introduced them as a gift from Wexner, because every year Wexner would give a gift to Epstein, and this year he's such a wonderful gift, Dershowitz.
Look, I was introduced to him by the Lady Rothschild.
So she gave him as a gift, But anyway, she said to me, he was assigned to me to protect me because my dad died. And I was like, I don't understand this. And I said, well, what happened to your dad? She said, those cunts pushed him. And I thought she said off the baby Ghislaine. So for years I thought it was the lady Ghislaine. She said those cunts pushed him off of the baby Ghislaine.
People who knew him at the time, who worked with him, have said to me, Robert Maxwell thought he actually owned the MOSSAD like he owned newspapers, everything else. That he'd bought them with this millions of stolen money he was feeding to them and so on. With these incredible deals he was making with these people, he was bringing them to and so on. That didn't work with the MOSSAD. They thought he'd become, what we call a loose cannon.
So then she says to me, my dad was a very powerful man, and, he was very important. She said, Maria, you don't understand. And then she's showing me, who she grew up with and how powerful he was and how much money they had. And then she goes on to tell me, she said, Maria, and this is true, she said, and she showed me, she had passports. Get this. I don't know how this is legal. She had a passport, a French passport, an English passport, an Israeli passport, an American passport, and there was one other. I'm trying to think of what the other one was.
Get your passport to the ocean. So you will have 2 passports.
And I was like, I thought you were only allowed to be citizen of 2 countries or something. I didn't know. And she's like, oh, no, because of my dad. I'm a citizen of all these nations. Later, when she was talking to me about something one day, she said that the Rothschilds were the greatest protectors of her family. And she wasn't talking about Lynn Forrester, by the way.
She was talking about the other one.
The people that are in her. Yeah.
Well,
and
Lynn
she
Forrester
said they're the greatest. They've always been the greatest.
Rothschild family, and that was in the late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, if she was talking about this to you before then,
it was
she
through.
Didn't mean her.
No, it was through Ghislaine. I mean, it was that Lynn Forrester, I believe. Didn't she hook up through them?
She
met
the
Rothschilds
Evelyn de
through
Rothschild, who's her husband, through Henry Kissinger, I believe, a Bilderberg
meeting.
So.
Through Kissinger. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Clinton has a very warm friendship with none other than Lynn Forrester de Rothschild. You know Lynn of the infamous Rothschild banking family. She was introduced to her Rothschild husband by none other than Henry Kissinger at none other than the 1998 Bilderberg Group conference. For real, that is how Lynn became a member of the Rothschild family, a family who has been under scrutiny for centuries for using their banking wealth to control the outcomes of wars and massive global shifts in power. You don't get more establishy than Lynn Rothschild.
Anybody who was not Jewish, and you're right about this, but the way they spoke about them, it was really horrifying. And it showed me a great deal about how these people truly believe that they're chosen to do something here. I don't know. It's unbelievable to me. I mean, and it was every one of them, the way they spoke. And one time I heard Isabel say to her mother, Eileen, Mommy, why do you call Maria a nobody? And she said, honey, Isabel, Maria is not a Jew. She is a nobody.
Openly talks about how only Jews are human and the rest of human beings are like cattle, basically.
Like they trusted each other, but they don't trust people outside their network. So it's not just that they're Jewish, it's that they're connected. I mean, it's so obvious.